Hello and welcome back to my channel eMaths, and as I told you, I'll be continuing with my algebraic identities. So this is the part 3 of algebraic identities, where I've taken another identity which is a plus b, a minus b equals to a square minus b square. Again, I've already explained you these identities in my previous video, that was part 1 of it. When you're going to solve these binomials, you'll land up here. So if your question is in this format, like here you can see that the terms inside the brackets are same, but we have different signs, plus and minus. So in that case, when you have the same terms in the bracket and the signs are different, then you are going to put up this identity and your answer is going to be in this form. So when you compare here, your a is y here and b is 9 here. So when you put it up on the RHS, you will get y square minus 9 square. Your y square will remain y square, because if you are going to remove this square, then it will become only y. The value will be changed. So for variables, you have to keep the same power. But here 9 square can be solved, which is 9 into 9 and gives us 81. This is the easiest of all the identities, because you just need to look at the terms inside the bracket. If they are same and having opposite signs, simply put up the values over a square minus b square and find your answer. Now, although this identity is very simple, but you can have many questions based on it. Now, if you have to find the continued product, then your question is going to be in this format, where you will be having 3 brackets. Now, what we are going to do is, if you look at the first 2 brackets, it has the same terms but the signs are different. So again, you can match up this identity with this one and find your answer on the way that RH is written. So with that, we have a's value as, this is a, this is b. So a is 2 by 5, so you will have 2 by 5 whole square, I'll put this in the bracket only, minus x square. Then this bracket will remain the same because we are not solving this right now. We'll use it afterwards once we get the answer for this. So for this we get 4 upon 25 minus x square, then 4 upon 25 plus x square. So we first solved the first 2 brackets and we got this, which is almost the same as the next bracket, only the sign is different. So that's why this is known as continued product, because you have found the product of the first 2 brackets, and then again when you are seeing these terms, again they are same, only the signs are different. So you'll again put the same identity and solve for it. So if you look here, we have the first term same, second term same, so this becomes a, this becomes b. So a square will be 4 upon 25 whole square minus x square whole square. So the answer to this will be, we'll put the square on both the numbers, so that will give you 16 upon 625 minus, when opened up this bracket, you will get x to the power 4. So that's how we solve continued product when we have the question of such kind, where you have 3 brackets, we have 3 things to multiply, and then you'll use this method. Just look at the terms and make out whether which identity is applicable over here, and see, we got the answer in the simplest form. Now another question to be solved by the same identity, because here although I have written the numbers only which can be easily multiplied and you can get the answer, but it's not that easy. The question can be using expansion solve this. So whenever you encounter such a question, first of all you need to figure out what the value of a is and what the value of b is, because this question is neither in this form nor in this form, but we have to use this identity to solve this. So in that case, what you will do is, you will find the mean of these 2 numbers, which will be 112 plus 88, that comes out to be 200. As I said, mean means we have 2 numbers divided by 2, so we get 100 here. So when you will find the mean, that will give you the value of a, which is coming out to be 100. Now To find V, you just need to cross check that what will you get if you subtract 100 from 112. So if we subtract 112 and 100, we get a 12. So over here you can just check 112 minus 100 is equals to 12, and 100 minus 88 is also 12. So when both these numbers are same, you can simply write your value of B. Now this particular number 88 can be written like 100 minus 12, and this can be written as 100 plus 12. Now our question is in the same form of identity. Simply put it on the RHS. So A square will be 100 square and B square will be 12 square. So 100 square means 1000 minus 144. Children often make mistake while opening up the brackets. They sometimes just write 100 or they add up 100 plus 100 and write 200 over here as well. 12 into 12 they don't do, and they do something else and they write a different number over here. So ensure you are opening up the bracket also correctly. So 100 square is this and 12 square is this. So when you are going to subtract these two numbers, you are going to get 10 minus 4 is 6, 10 minus 4 is 5, 8 and 9. So your answer is 9, 8, 5, 6. That's the answer. So I hope you have understood this thing, that if your question is in this form, you need to find the value of A, which will be found like this, and B of course will be found like this way. Once you get the values, write these numbers in this form and then apply the identity and solve it. Now I have taken the same thing, only the difference is I have taken the rational numbers here, because children often get confused at what will be the value of A, what will be the value of B. So I'll clear it out here only. First write this in the form of improper fraction. So 3 3s are 9 plus 1 is 10 by 3 into 4 3s are 12 plus 2 is 14. So here we get 14 by 3. Now to find the value of A, you are going to find the mean. That means you will sum up this and you will divide this by 2. So over here you will get 24 upon 3 multiplied by 1 upon 2, because we never divide in rational number. So we can keep me, change me, turn me over. 2 1s are, 2 12s are. So value of A is coming out to be 12 upon 3. So write down here, A is 12 upon 3. Now if you look here, our value of A is also 12 upon 3, having 3 as a denominator, and over here also we were having numbers which was having denominator 3 only. So 12 minus 2 gives us 10 and 12 plus 2 gives us 14. So that means our B's value is 2 upon 3. Now put it up in the identity. A is 12 upon 3 whole square minus 2 upon 3 whole square. This gives us 144 upon 9 minus 4 upon 9. So the answer to this will be 140 upon 9. Now remember one thing, when your question is in the form of mixed numbers, do give your answers in mixed forms. So you simply need to divide 140 by 9 to get your answer. 9 1s are 9, 9 5s are 45. So our mixed form will be 15 5 by 9. So I've solved all sorts of questions that can be solved using this identity, and I hope I've cleared your doubts. Thank you so much for watching my video. Do share it with your friends. Do subscribe my channel. Have a good day.